Just trying to find some paper. It's too good to use. Hello Jules, hello Annaline, hello Stephen, hello Yvonne, hello Louise. Where are we? Hello Heather, hello Elizabeth, hello Mel. I'm very glad your arm is a lot better. Ooh, I'm not going to be finishing that painting, am I? I've just gone and chopped it in half. Oh well. Just trying to make sure I've got a few bits of paper. Hello John Armstrong, hello Margaret, hello Paul Hutton, hello Anne. Why? Oh, because I chopped the picture in half. Hey ho, it happens. Gosh, look, 23 people watching already. Oh, hello Evelyn. Hello Brian Richardson. How are you? I've been following your antics with Rena over the last many months. Have you not got anything better to do than be doing Facebooking? Anyway, right, oh, I seem to have lost a couple of people. I can't believe that I have bored 2 people already and made them leave. Do you like my festive earrings? It's really only a sort of once in a year opportunity to wear them. I hope you have a lovely time. I'm with Sean and Lou, so we'll watch later. Would love to be interacting. Did everyone have a good Christmas? Where's my hanky? Excuse me, I just need a hanky. God, it was here. I'll just get a bit of tissue. Don't go away. That's better. Paul, hello. Yes, well, hope you're all okay. I'm okay. Hello, Pam Vardy. Hello, Barbara Roberts. I can use some inspiration. Couldn't we all? And it's such a dull, dreary day. And I don't know what it's like with you, but here it's dull and dark and dreary. And then it's even worse on the hilltops. I can't actually see them. Use your sleeve for a hanky. What sort of person do you think I am, Margaret Wood? The sort of person who blows my nose on my sleeve. Whoops. Well, I'm not. Oh, Jan. Poor Jan Oliver, who's watching now, broke her wrist. Obviously not as badly as mine, but broke her wrist on, was it Christmas Eve, Jan? Poor thing. Dear. Hello, Tracy Scott. So yes, I thought today it might be quite fun to sort of go back to basics a bit. Hello, Vivian Tutt, because I imagine that sunny at Otterburn. I'm looking in the Otterburn direction, and do you know what? The sky does look a little bit like pale blue in that direction. So send it this way, Evelyn. Evelyn's literally 4 miles away. So anyway, yeah, I thought it might be quite fun because I know a lot of people got things like paints and equipment for Christmas. And there's lovely Jimmy. Hello, Jimmy Robinson. I hope Katie's behaving herself. And hello, Ali Reed. It is worse. You think your wrist's worse than mine? Have you got a scar like that, Jan Oliver? Did you smash it to smithereens? Hello, Gillian Bassett. Let me know what your plans are for later on. Anyway, yeah, lots of people get things for Christmas, like they think, oh, what shall I get him or her? Oh, I know, he likes arty stuff, so go and get something that might not be exactly what you like. Miserable here, the sun always shines here. Had a frost at Yetton. Oh, Catherine, are you pleased with your pictures? That was very nice of you. Oh, hello, Sarah. So it's sunny in Yorkshire. Thanks for that. Yeah, and sometimes it's quite daunting. Like, I don't know whether any of you saw, but I got an amazing present from Mayru and Andrew. It was like totally uncalled for, but just amazing. You know, a beautiful, beautiful box with, oh, you know, all the lovely, lovely paints that I use. These are my colours, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 6 there. Yeah, look at that. So, I don't know about you, but I sometimes get a bit daunted when I've got lovely new things and I sort of think they're too good for me. And, you know, I don't want to open them and get everything dirty and grubby. But I thought I would just do a little bit of very, very basic stuff. Oh, thanks, Catherine. Really basic stuff, like imagine you've got your first paints type of thing. So I don't know whether I really want to open them. Oh, I know what I was going to say. There'll be some of you who perhaps are new to this whole thing and you've got your lovely paints and stuff. Now, Dickie Carruthers, are you there? Just a little yes, because I've had a few people, including Dickie, send me what they've been up to, and very, very talented, very lovely, lots of ideas. But I did say to him, why not watch at 12 o'clock, because I'll be going back to basics a bit, and I do think that helps. So you chat amongst yourselves. So where's that bit of tissue I have? That's very nice of you, Mary. I know. Wasn't it an amazing present? So just for those of you, I'm just going to have to assume that some of you are new to the whole game. The first thing that I, as an artist, do is I observe and I'm struck by things. At the moment, I'm struck by nothing. It's just gloomy and dead. However, some extremely lovely, beautiful looking Swaledale sheep came right past my window here before, and I had that feeling that they look great and I'd love to paint them. And you are chatting amongst yourselves. Hello, Kate Wilkinson. And the first thing that I would usually do is, now then, where's it? I've got some really lovely pencils, and I tend to, you know, drawing is the base of what I do. So don't worry about finished pictures at all. But for instance, I think I've shown you this before. I've sat and spent quite a bit of time drawing somebody's hair. It's not appropriate always to have your paints with you, but you can always carry a sketchbook, maybe a big one or a little one, and you can just have it in your rucksack or have it about the place, and then you see something that really does it for you. Oh, that's something I remember. I think that was a sort of summery landscape, just with a bit of an idea of where the hills were and sheep in the foreground. This sort of thing is just invaluable. Oh, and there's some more very, very simple drawings, and I use a soft pencil, and I'll try and give you an idea of how I might do that. Dickie Carruthers, hello, good of you to join us. I was just explaining to those of you who got here earlier that like the basis of what I do is like a bedrock of drawing and observation, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a really detailed drawing or a drawing that has the exact edges of a thing. But if you get your hand and your eye and your brain working together, then your work will progress. Hello, Emma Scott. So I think I did say this was suitable for children. It is. So no mucky comments. Yeah, so it's like as I look out for the window here, I've got a bit of a sort of foreground of really quite rough grass and stuff. And I don't necessarily hold my pencil in a traditional way either. So that's like a curve of bank. And then there's a tree stump there. We used to have a huge big elm tree. No, sorry, I tell a lie. It was an ash tree, and it was getting signs of dieback. So Fifey and a friend or two felled it. So that's like the tree, the stump there. And then as we go along, there's another one. There's a beautiful Scots pine here. And the shadow is falling on the north side of this pine tree. And then there's another one here going away that way. And again, the shadow is falling on the north. And then there's a branch which is going away rather like that. And here's another one. And this is good, it's good for me just to get my hand and my eye back in and record stuff. A few more over in the background here, smaller ones. And there's a bit of a line here. And then we've got a bank here. And this is like the drive. This is the track up to the studio here. I'll turn it round in a minute, then you can get an idea. And then we've actually got a fence line. So we've got some fence posts here. God, it's like Bob Ross. Just have a little fence post here. And maybe hint at a bit of the wire. So terribly, terribly simple, basic drawing, but it's getting my hand, brain and eye in. It really is. And lots of drawings like this is a good thing to do, especially if you're feeling a bit intimidated. Can you believe we've got some lupins that are still, these are lupin leaves. They're still actually, they're like evergreen. They're not bothered by the frost. It's quite surprising. And we've even got some like seed pods from a lupin. In the foreground here. So whatever it is you're interested in, I'm going to tip you up. Your pencil is not sharp. I'll go into the detail. Whatever it is you're interested in, why not just do that? Just lots and lots of drawings. Sit and look out the window and do simple drawings. That's very much the basis of what I do. This pencil is, now I always sharpen my pencil with a knife. You can see, I was taught how to do that. I had an art teacher at Lassagess called Miss Herod. Interesting name. She didn't sort of slaughter young boys, but she was very scary. So she had that in common with King Herod. So she taught us how to sharpen a pencil, with a knife. And that is something that has stayed with me. It's a good idea. Hello, Annie Palmer. One day your sketchbooks will be on Antiques Roadshow worth thousands. No, Margaret Wood. One day my sketchbooks will all end up in a skip or on a bonfire. So there. I've got another lovely pencil, and this is a graphite stick. My only reservation about using it is it makes my fingers black. Watch your finger. Alistair Findlay, I'm perfectly capable of sharpening a pencil without chopping my finger off. But thank you for your concern. I'm just going to tip up. So this graphite stick is really, really lovely. And, you know, if you're going to play with your art materials, then I can already see like a horizon. I mean, how beautiful is that? And you could almost have, I don't know, like a boat and a sail, couldn't you? So this can be used like sharp edge, like pressing and lifting for different effect, or on its side and is brilliant to play with. So it looks like an orange face down already, and that's all I did. I mean, how amazing is that? I could probably do like leaves as well. Really, it is very versatile, and all I'm doing here is sort of playing with it and twisting it. And there's a like a ribbon effect here, like you can almost see a spiral there. I can really recommend getting these, but I'm just going to very quickly wash my hands because I really don't like that. Chat amongst yourselves, just get the fairy liquid out. So drawing, let's move on now to painting. But that is pretty lovely, isn't it? I mean, especially that there. You can play all day. You won't believe me, but I can hardly see you for the sun. Thank you for that. Right, so moving on. For those of you who were here earlier, I was looking for some blank paper and I accidentally chopped this duck painting in half for you. So I'm a massive fan of these flat-ended brushes, and these are called, I think they're called One Stroke, and ProArty are one of the companies that make them, and they're based in Skipton, and I actually sell these. They're pretty nice. And on working on the same principle as that big graphite stick, the way I try and do things is like to have as broad a sweep as possible and not to be fiddling away. So let's just have a look at my lovely new colours and have a bit of a play with colour, because that is how you discover things. Right, I'm going to tip you up, and I'm hoping that you can see. Oh God, I can't open these. I'm just going to have to use the ones I've got already. Oh, but I can't get the lids off. I've got some colour in here. Oh gosh, there's some beautiful, what's it say? Anthraquinone crimson. I think there's a bit of that in here. Ultramarine. There we are. Fortunately, my recently broken wrist is strong enough now. You're not really supposed to put the brush into these. You're supposed to take a little bit out and put it into a palette like this. I'm going to just get a little bit and put it there. I've gone for a slightly smaller brush. So playing with colour. So there's my lovely ultramarine blue. So we've got just a line here, but I've washed my brush and I've just got water on it. But look, you can see there, I think, what happens when I wet the paper and then allow the paint to pour into it. Now, even though it's a really, really dull, overcast day, you can create your own magic. Do it again there. Watch the paint go down. Now we could help it by getting a bit of water on the brush and pushing it down there like that. And I know this just looks like a few dribbles, but when you're making paintings, then this sort of stuff is incorporated in what you're doing. I'm going to do the same sort of thing with this extremely beautiful. Right, I've got a lot of colour here. Washing my brush away so there's just water on it. And when I turn my brush on its side, I don't know whether you can notice, but because the paper's got a bit of a surface, you've got some white bits that are bone dry, and then you've got some bits where there are paint. Now this is something that I use a lot of. Then if you add a bit of, I'm just picking up some of that paint on my brush. And now I'm really, really exaggerating that effect by adding quite a lot of colour. Now it might look like a mess to you, but to me, it looks like it could be the dots or the spots on a guinea fowl's back. So if I'm thinking, right, that could be the spots on a guinea fowl's back, for those of you who know that guinea fowl are birds that are mostly grey, but they have white spots all over. I'm going to get my brush and this is Payne's Grey. And it's quite pale, but when I add some strong colour, just anywhere, I can help this out a bit. God, I haven't got my glasses on. I knew everything was a little bit blurry. You get the effect of a spotty, dotty back. It's just an effect. But I'm going to get a little bit of this. I'm going to get my glasses actually, so I can't see a thing. Wait there, don't go away. Okay, I found them. I'm out of the habit of doing live videos, so I'm just going to turn this round. So it might not look like a guinea fowl yet, but just hang fire. I need a brush. I need the right brush. I'm going to have to raid the stocks again. So here's my Payne's Grey. I'm going to get a tiny one-stroke brush, really quite small, and then go straight into my, whatever it's called. Where's the brush gone? And so by adding not a massive amount, I hope you can see how these dots can be converted into something that is useful in a painting. So there we've got a cute little guinea fowl. Obviously there are parts of it that I can't do till it's dry, like the eye. So again, and apologies to those of you who are way more advanced in your painting, I'm just trying to give an idea about how, by just using plain colours and a simple shape brush, you can begin to think about making the shapes and the creatures and the landscapes and whatever that you would like to have in your paintings. And I would say if you've got art materials for Christmas, then just do some fun experimenting, this sort of thing. And Dickie Carruthers, you obviously spotted the fact that Richard sent me a painting of. I'm just going to tip you up. He sent me a painting that he had done. Oh yeah, just go Fiona. That he'd done of some call ducks. He's bred stacks of call ducks apparently. So if anybody wants any extremely healthy, well-bred call ducks, Dickie Carruthers is your man. Anyway, he'd done a painting of them and it was really rather nice. I guess he's got models that he can look at. Again, going back to basis, and apologies to those of you who really know what you're doing, but white subjects are just leaving the paint behind. So I'll just quickly do something white and then I think we'll wrap it up for today. Now, it's all very well saying a white subject is just the paper left behind, but you kind of need to know where you're at. So, for instance, if we were doing a duck, very, very sort of simple shaped duck. I'm just using an extremely pale wash, and a wash is basically just a layer of paint. That's a wash, okay? So there's its head, there's its neck. Always reminds me of O-level art because that's what I did. And there's the body. And already at this stage, I just want to add a little bit of colour to create some form here. And if it's too much, add a bit of water, set it away, and just watch where it flows. And basically, that little bit of colour I added was just to convey a sense of form where the shadows might lie. So this sort of thing's invaluable, playing with stuff like this, seeing how long it takes for it to go bone dry. And then I might just do a very simple, the beginnings of a background with a big brush, just stay a little bit from the edge of your duck. Probably should pop some legs in. It's not that easy imagining where they'll be. So the feet, Richard Carruthers, you know what they're like. They're like that, aren't they? They've usually got a big knuckle there, there's a joint there, and then they come down, and then you've got not enough paper in my case, and then the beak. Or the bill, sorry. Pick up a bit of paint from there. And we can add to this. This is just a very simple first wash or layer. and I don't have any reference material for a lot of these things. When I say reference material, I mean drawings or photographs, or I know a lot of people might look at other people's paintings and have a go. And as most of you know, I always think if you've got your own original idea, then that's in a way the best thing to do, because it's yours. It's yours, and you own that painting. You're not trying to make it look like somebody else's. You're not trying to make it look like a photograph. It's just yours, and you don't need to explain it to anyone or compare it to anything. So that's like a very, very simple white subject, and what you'd do is leave it to go bone dry, and then you might add to it. And then this is one that was left over from before Christmas, with little dots of masking fluid to try and hint at a flurry of snow. But essentially it's exactly the same. It's just a few more ducks. These are Indian runner ducks, which are very tall and thin. And I've added a little bit. Thank you, Sarah Morley. Oops, Dancel's rolling away. So I'm enjoying this, and it's very helpful. Excellent. So has anybody got anything that they would like to ask? You've literally got like now to do it. I'm going to drink my tea. So if you've got any... Hello, Susie T. Oh, Irene, that's so nice. And I just thought you'd all be bored, all you regulars. Hello, Emily Holden. You're welcome. What was I going to say? Oh, I know, Margaret, would you like to know how my mother's getting on? Oh, I told you about her chocolate, didn't I? I'm trying to remember what antics she got up to over Christmas. Can't remember. Anyway, she's gone swimming today. Ah, do you paint otters? Go home, Margaret Wood. Do you only use... Now, Alison Graham, do I have to guess what the rest of the question was? You're not bored at all? Oh, that's good. Do you only use Ludlow watercolour? I use Winsor and Newton. I have to say, I bought Winsor and Newton artist's quality watercolour in quantity like this, because these large porcelain pads of Winsor and Newton artist quality watercolour, which is what Andrew Ludlow, he used to work for them, so that there is a link. But there came to a point where you couldn't buy these in the UK. I don't know. Oh, there's Fifey back, I think. There she's in my car. Yeah, you couldn't buy them anymore, so I sort of hunted them down and bought as many as I could. So I've got quite a lot of them to go through. But I have to say, I like the Ludlow paint very, very much. It's got more pigment in and less binding material. It's more pure colour, and I love them. And as you saw, I used nearly all Pro Arte art or whatever. They come from Skipton, so it's probably Pro Arte brushes, because that's how they talk in Skipton. It's nice to go back to basics. Yeah, it is. It is. Alison, your baby is divine. I can't believe since I've been last over at your place you had a baby. It's just lovely. Your presents were so popular. Thank you, Fo. It's lovely to meet you. Put a name to a face to a name, I mean. Right, I shall go now. I've still got, can you believe, it's been quite busy in between Christmas and now, and I've got stacks of bloody orders to put together. Nearly all for diaries and calendars. But I'm just here on my own, so I'll have to just get cracking. That's what's on the packing back there. See? There. Right, lovely to see you all, and no doubt catch up again soon, and go and get drawing and painting. And I love it when people send me private messages of what they've done, so don't feel at all shy, Dickie Carruthers. Not that anyone's ever accused you of being shy. And if you'd like some not runner ducks, call ducks, he's your man. Bye all. Bye.